So in today's lesson, we're going to make a start um, at um, at the foot of Yonder Mountain, one of the melodies in our Step 2 handbook. So you want to open up to page 13 just as we get started. Just a couple of things just I want to mention before we begin playing our first few notes. You'll see at the very beginning of the song, just after the treble clef, there is a little symbol on the first line that looks a little bit like a hashtag. In music, that's not called a hashtag, it's called a sharp. And because it's on the first line, it's telling us that every F note in this song is sharpened to become an F sharp. Now that is telling us something about the key that the piece is written in. Every piece of music is written in a key. If you were to take a look at the notes that are in your G major scale, you would see that the F note is sharpened and that there is only one sharpened note in the G major scale, and therefore there's only one note, that being the F note, that is sharpened in the key of G major. So by having that sharp symbol on the first line, it's telling us that this piece of music is written in the key of G, and therefore we're using the notes that you would find in the G major scale to play this song. The next thing you'll see just after the sharp symbol, there's two numbers and it says 3, 4, 3 at the top and 4 at the bottom. And that's telling us how many beats are in the bar. So we have 3 beats or 3 counts in the bar. So now that we've done that, we're just going to begin taking a look at the very first bar. And the very first bar only has 2 notes in it, and this is referred to as a pickup bar. And these first 2 notes are quaver notes, so they last half a beat each. So we're squeezing 2 notes into 1 beat. So if you think about it, we're meant to normally have 3 beats in the bar. This pickup bar only has 1, so there are 2 beats missing. In music, in order to make up for those missing 2 beats, it's made up for at the end of the song. And if you take a look at the very last bar in the song, right down on the 3rd line, last bar on the last line, you'll see that the note that it finishes off with is a minim, which lasts 2 beats, and that's making up for the 2 missing beats that we are missing here in our pickup bar. So I'm just going to play these first 2 notes. The first 2 notes in the pickup bar are a G and an A. We play them both on our 3rd string. So we play our 3rd string open, and then we use our 2nd finger to play our 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and that's an A note. So G. So if you're writing the notes down underneath your above your tablature, you can write G and A just below the notes. And in theory, because we've got 2 beats missing, this is starting on beat 3. So we would count it like this: 3 and. Or we can use that little method we use. We can use the word chicken. Chicken. Okay. And that's the first. That's the pickup bar taken care of. The next bar that we're going to go to, we're going to refer to it as bar 1. Because it's the first full bar, and we just have 4 notes to take care of. So those notes are, if you're writing this down, B, A, G, G. So the first 2 notes again are quavers, so we're squeezing 2 notes into the first beat, and if I was to clap them out, it goes like this: 1 and, or chicken. Just whatever you feel more comfortable with. So I'm going to play those first 2 notes, 1 and then following that, then we have 2 crotchets, and these are taking up beats 2 and beats 3, and we're just playing 2 G notes, or as you see in your tablature, 2 zeros on the 3rd string, and these last 2 notes sound like this: 2, 3. So playing all of bar 1 goes like this. 1 and 2, 3. You might just want to pause the video and practice that bar for a minute or two just to get comfortable with it. So what I'm now going to do is play the pickup bar and all of bar 1. So it goes like this. And I'll do it again. Okay, moving on then to bar number 2. You'll probably find this quite simple. Okay, so we're playing, if you're writing this down, we're playing an E note, which is on fret number 2 of the 4th string, and then you see there it says 0, 0 on your tablature. So those are both D notes. So it's E, D, D. Okay, and as you see here, we're just using a second finger on the 2nd fret, so that goes E, D, D. And the timing of it, you just count 1, 2, 3. Now you might be saying to yourself, Andrew, you told me that we're using the G major scale, but these notes are outside of that scale that I have learnt. That's okay, because even though we are playing notes that are outside of the G major scale that we know, the notes D and E are still in the key of G. So you can go outside of the scale shape, just providing that you're playing notes that are still within the key of G or still mentioned in the G major scale. So I'm going to play all 3 bars. Oh, sorry, not. I'm going to play the pickup bar and bars 1 and 2, so you know how it sounds. Okay, so just practice those first 3 bars, and next week we'll finish the whole line. And I'll see you in our next Zoom lesson.